Hello, hello. Long time no see for my streaming fans. For my stream watchers, I know it's been a while. How are you? How are you? Oh, look. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's been a while since I streamed. Hope everybody has been enjoying the breakdown of the breakdown. Took me a while to get to it, but finally was able to take that breakdown of the of Citizen Con and pop that on to like chop it up and put it up. What's up, Raygun? All right, so my return to streaming will be substantial, but it won't be crazy. Let me figure out what I want to talk about today. Oh, new videos. Um, oh, what is that? You're gonna have to explain to me what that is, Ray. So I think we are about a week away from doing like the giveaway um, for the Perseus. So I want to do that giveaway at the end of the in case you missed it sale. I thought that would start today actually. I'm surprised it didn't start today. Maybe it'll start Wednesday or something. Maybe it'll start Wednesday, go to the 22nd. Waiting for a few more people to hop on. What's up, San Chimera? Not a stalker. Hold on, let me move some stuff around because we're gonna do some different stuff today. Oh, a hard worker. I appreciate that. Disarray and saying Chimera, I see both of you. Okay. Ristal, what's up? No, Stackonovist? Stackonovist. I like that. It's a new word to add to the vocab. All right, so today I'm actually gonna catch up on some news. Um, Thank you, San Chimera, for the resubscription on Twitch. Uh, Make sure you drop any questions you have in the chat. I'm actually gonna, while I'm on with you, you'll see some like live reactions from whatever is going on with Star Citizen as of Monday. So let's take a look at it. How do I switch you guys over to this? Let's see. Is it this one? Yep, that's the one. I'm on the wrong page though. Let's do this. Here we go. All right. Now I can switch you guys over. Wait, let me make that the big page. And then switch you guys over. There we go. All right, so let's see what's been going on. Probably not much. Let's check out the dev tracker first. The hanger is ready, huh? All right, so okay, ultra wide screen and UI. Okay, they fixed some basic stuff. Okay, so 4.0.1 is all waves. Guess we could take a look at that. I didn't even know it was all waves. I've just been like, I've been really just trying to keep my head down and get all those videos out. All right, so let's look at this and see what the actual fixes are. All right, so stability, performance, bug fix testing, save stat in chapter 2. Okay, so I'll definitely be hopping on for that. Definitely be hopping on to do part 2 of that. I haven't went to Pyro yet, so I actually need to go on and do that. So I'm not holding everybody back like I got to do my reaction for my first jump. I've been trying to like um some of these experiences I've really been trying to hold on and like I want to like give them the proper due. Like I don't want to just like hop in a ship, go and jump. I want to like make sure it's the right ship. I want to record it. I want to remember it. You know, my first jump is big. All right, so let's see. Bunch of polished passes. Yep. Handyman missions, harvestables to Pyro Rock Caves. Okay, Ion doesn't charge anymore. Better DPS. Okay, so increased maneuvering and retro thruster health so that it doesn't blow up so quickly. So this was huge, right? So when I did my review of the Guardian, there were so many people that were like, "Oh my God, it's gonna blow up! It blows up so fast! It blows up so," and I was like, "Hold your horses! It hasn't even had a single balancing pass yet." And here it is, literally the next patch, and the issues. I mean, not they're not completely fixed with this, but it just goes to show like you can't immediately be like, oh, a ship is trash because of the way it performs on the day it releases, and you also can't be like a ship is amazing based on the way it releases. You really have to like take your time with this stuff. Let's see. Anvil Ballista gets some personal storage. Updated cockpit. Okay. Nomad got some personal storage. About time. Nova got personal storage. Hey, one of these I own. What else? Mantis. Okay, so a lot of ships got personal storage. This one got a new bed frame. You can buy the pulse from in-game shops now. Okay. F7C nose turrets added to shops. Added Polaris captain seat to crew options in AC multi-crew. Added pyro specific quantum travel music, light entity optimizations, road lighting. Okay. Oh, and these are all the massive. Whoa, look at all the stuff they fixed. This is crazy. Wait, why does it say good luck, Captain Foxy Loxy? All right. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot of stuff they fixed. But there were a lot of issues, so I guess that's necessary. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Um, oh, they should have had like a this week. What's today? Today's Monday, right? Yes, today is Monday. So, all right, let's go to Comlinks. Make sure you drop those questions and put question in front of the question. I don't think I saw any other dev tracker stuff that was worthy of attention. Let me see. Let me check one more time. Oh, I probably should change the the titles and everything. It is not January 2nd. It is January 13th. What's up, everybody? Long time no see. What's up, 10? What's up, Uwu? Got a lot of people dual streaming. Much appreciated. All right, so, yeah, let me go back. Let me go back. I was just checking out to see if there was anything relevant. Hey, what's up, Sailcat? Thank you for the gifted subs. Hype train started and everything. Much appreciated. I have not been trying out the PTU. I think at this point, I'm pretty much a wait until live person unless it's like something I need to review. I don't spend very much time in the PTU unless there's like some major feature that like needs a lot of testing. Ah, okay. Foxy's been putting in the work on checking their fixes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. I didn't know that's what was going on. Okay. Very cool then. That actually sounds like a very noble task to go and do. Like, let's go check all these fixes that they say they fixed. Let's make sure they're fixed for me. um, Contracts rewards are giving full amount to every party member. Yeah, I don't see anything in here that's like mind blowing outside of the 4.0.1 thing. You guys let me know if you've been in the PTU and it's working for you. Wow, we are still okay. So I'm looking at the this week in Star Citizen, and we are still not getting the return of Inside Star Citizen this week. Wow. Maybe they stayed late because of 4.0. Maybe everybody stayed till like the day before Christmas or something. And maybe that's why they're taking this extended break, but cuz they normally come back by now. Cuz we have not had the In Case You Missed It sale. And it doesn't say anything on here about the In Case You Missed It sale. We're getting a lore post from Whitley's Guide tomorrow, the weekly newsletter on Friday, and then the Daymar rally is on Saturday, and that is it. I am surprised. Wow. But I guess this is a new era for Star Citizen, right? So I guess that's what they have to do. All right, I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna get to answering these questions and then talking about stuff I want to talk about. All right. Question: do you think with the changes coming to insurance that there will be less LTI tokens available? Think it is worth to buy the Intrepid as a token. Uh, Intrepid as a token? Right now, it is worth it, but I got a feeling that by the time we get to May, there'll be better tokens available. And I think we'll probably only get one or two new ships before then. So it's up to you. If you know for a fact that one of the ships that you think is coming out in the next 5 months is something you're actually going to want to purchase, then I would say, yeah, the Intrepid is worth it. But otherwise, I'd say you'll probably have one that's just as good by May. So it depends on what your status is. What are you currently buying a lot of ships right now? Because like for me, I am not buying a lot of ships right now. I thought I was. I actually thought I might be tempted to buy the Guardian, might be tempted to buy the Paladin, and I didn't buy either one of them because I don't need them. But I think that also kind of, speaks to like how much I've thought out my fleet. Like I have thought out my fleet so much. Like you guys have seen most of my thoughts on my fleet. So yeah, um, it's a really big deal to me. Like that I was able to actually finish my fleet. Well, yeah, we say finish, but I gave you some some ways where it might technically not be finished if certain specific types of ships emerge then I could see myself doing it. But I don't know if you guys know this, but the 5090 is coming. And now I'm like, how are we gonna afford a 5090? I'm still on a 3090, guys. Still on a 3090. I've been waiting for the 5090. That's kind of the way I do it. I skip a generation and go to the next generation. Um, and it's been working well for me. If you remember, like the 20 series of Nvidia wasn't as good as, like, it wasn't as much of a leap as the 10 series was for Nvidia, and then the 30 series was a major leap. 40 series wasn't as big of a leap, but now it looks like the 50 series is going to be a major leap. So they're saying that the 5070, the RTX 5070, is going to be, with DLS and all of that stuff turned on, it's going to be able to perform slightly better than the 3090 with all that stuff turned off. So that's a pretty big deal. So that means the 5090 is like crazy. But interestingly enough, I have so many electronics hooked up in my office that I have to actually get an electrician to come in and install a new outlet so that I don't blow up the house. So I will not be getting a 5090 until my my electrician comes and helps, which is my brother-in-law. I don't have a personal electrician. My brother-in-law. Well, my brother-in-law is a police officer, but he was an electrician before he was a police officer, and he's still certified, so he can still do stuff. Oh man. But no, to answer the question, this is a long way of not answering the question. Do you think with the changes coming in insurance that there will be less LTI tokens available? I do not think that there will be less LTI tokens available. I think what's going to happen is the way that we purchase ships is going to change. The availability of ships, certain things like that are going to change, but I don't think that's going to change like this year. I think until we're on that road to 1.0 seriously, not like they've said we're on the road to 1.0, but where you actually start to see 1.0 stuff popping up all the time. Once we start to see that stuff popping up all the time, that's when I would say that LTI tokens might be a little less available. But I also think they're going to slow down, I don't want to say slow down the amount of ships that come out. I just think maybe they can spread out the ship releases a lot more once the game is actually like fully working. So 4.0.1 is going to fix a lot of the issues, and then I think in the next patch or two, I think you're going to see a lot of people come back to Star Citizen and stay in Star Citizen, because it's going to be so. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm knocking on all the woods here, but I think stable is the word I want to use. I think it's going to be much more stable. So I think once the game is much more stable, which again is we're right around the corner from it being super stable, I think that's when we'll see more people come in, and I think that's when we'll start to see things changing as far as LTI. But I don't think LTI is good. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think before they start changing stuff like that, you'll see like a massive message about it or something from a dev that'll say like, hey, this system is about to change, so just so you know, this is what we're doing. Shout out to the dual streamers. I see you. I see you. We're going to stream for an hour today, just getting back into the swing of things. We're going to try to get back to our stream every day thing, but we want to start with our scheduled streams. So 5 p.m. on Mondays, all Eastern Standard Time. So 5 p.m. on Monday, 12 p.m. on Wednesday, and 7 to 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. What's up, Pyrel? What's up, Hollywood? Matthew Ward, JF, Perillium. What's up? All right, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, right? The PTU patch. Yep. Okay, thanks. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is the next few videos that I'm going to do. So I have I have one teed up, and then I want you guys to send me some more like video ideas for stuff you want to see. I have a few that I have, like some that I don't want to discuss right now. Um, and then I have one that I'll tell you about right now. So my next one is going to be best fleet for every price bracket. So this is going $100 to 1,000. And so basically, what should I buy if I only have $100 to spend? What should I buy if I have $200, all the way up to 1,000? And if we go past 1,000, then I feel like you probably should know what you're doing once you get past 1,000. So you don't need my idea anymore. Most likely, you're not coming into the game and dropping 2,000 immediately. You're gonna drop somewhere between, $60 and 1,000 if you're a crazy person like I was. So yeah, so the idea is that I have like I did it kind of like packs. So I have like one is called the starter pack. The next one is the bunker runner pack. The next one is the double duty pack, and so on and so forth. And so like that's what they're all called because I kind of try to knock out two birds with one stone, which is like what would I put in a pack for this cost that I think would be worth it to pretty much anybody. Like regardless of what you do, you could find a use for this pack. So that's kind of what I did. I did what's the best fleet and what it would look like if it was just a pack. So yeah, and that's the next video that I'm putting out. I was gonna do that one tonight, but I'll probably record it tonight and release it tomorrow, and then go from there. But I have another idea. Yeah, I definitely have some roasts to do, so I'll definitely, and I'm changing the format of the roasts. So the other one, it almost became a repair my fleet. That's what a lot of people were saying because of the way I was talking about the ships. So it's going to be a lot more joke centered in the next one. Again, I am not a professional comedian. I think I don't know if I've fooled you guys into believing that I'm an extremely funny person, but I don't think I am. I think I happen to say a funny thing every once in a while, but I'm definitely going to attempt to write jokes for the first time. We'll see how that turns out. But yeah, if you are interested in the roast my fleet thing, make sure you send me your fleet in Star City or in Discord. Make sure you send me your fleet in Discord. There's a whole section for it for people who want me to roast their fleet. I'm not gonna tell you I'm roasting your fleet. You're just gonna see it up there. So if you submit it, just know that that's what's gonna happen. I definitely do have some more roast my fleets to do though, but I am fixing the format. The first one was just a test. I wanted to see what everybody said, things like that. But it'll be less fix my fleetish. It'll be less repair my fleet, and it'll be more roasting. I think that was a really good idea though. Uh, Less ragging on us Galaxy owners. I need to be very clear, right? I was roasting the Galaxy because it's kind of like the thing that everybody can do, right? So it's the low-hanging fruit. Roasting the Galaxy was just the low-hanging fruit. The drama with the Galaxy is still fresh in everybody's mind, so it just made sense. But yeah, let me know what you think. Um, yeah. I didn't put the previous person. I didn't put their name in. If they want, they can come up and say, that's my fleet or whatever. But I'm not gonna put their name in there. And on top of that, anytime I roast your fleet, if you want actual help with your fleet, of course, just email me. And as a kind of I don't know, a thank you for allowing me to roast your fleet, I will give that person kind of a priority when it comes to like fixing their fleet. So if the person is like, oh, that was my fleet, and they send me a message, then I'll like help them out quick. Um, and I just want to be very clear as well. These are just jokes. Like, there were some people that were taking everything I said super literally, and I was like, don't do that. It's just a roast, dude. It's just a roast. These are just jokes. These are just jokes. And even though I said that at the beginning of the video, people were still like, how dare you talk about my beloved? And I was like, whoa, whoa. I don't have any fleets in the queue. What I do is, here I might be able to show you. Give me a second. I will show you where I will pull the fleets from. All right, so let me see. There we go. Bam. All right, so if you come to my Discord, you will see here, boom, Star Citizen only, and then roast my fleet. Anybody who posts their fleet in here, they are open to the roasting. It's pretty big. But it all started in November with my fix my fleet. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. It was one of their, I think it was their longest fix my fleet ever. And now you can look. It's actually really cool if you go and look at that. Look at all the things we talked about, and then go and look at my actual final fleet that I did after IAE, and look at all the changes. But yeah, there's a lot of fleets in here. A lot of people who are yeah, who are ready to get roasted. And don't think that if you have a lot of the same ships as me, don't think that just because you have a lot of the same ships as me that you won't get roasted. Because I roast myself all the time. Like, I know a lot of Kraken owners think that they're safe. You're not safe. You're not safe. You spent at least $1,300 on a ship. There are people in country. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna save it for the video. I'm gonna save it for the video. Yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is gonna be fun. But drop your ideas for videos you'd like to see on the channel. Drop them in the chat now, and I will copy and paste them and see if I want to do those. All right. Was there any more questions? Oh, we don't have that many questions today. I have yet to jump to Pyro. I have still yet to jump to Pyro, and I have been waiting on purpose because everybody has been telling me they have had all their issues, and the last thing I want is for me to do my first jump to Pyro and get a server error. because I do plan on recording that and I want it to be a seamless experience. So I do think I will be waiting for 4.0.1, which should be any day now. I'm guessing it'll be this week. I'm guessing it'll be this week. Oh, what is this? Why is that not going away? Oh, oh, I have two of those. Oh, I gotta get rid of this one. Okay, and then this one. What's up, Samortis? Bring friends and combat ships if you go to Pyro. Okay, I will make sure that I log on with a bunch of people. All right, let's see. Yeah, you dropped $1,000 and have been playing for a little over a month. Yes, I would love to send me that. Send me that fleet on Discord, Sailcat. I want to know what you spent your first grand on. But at the same time, like I said, uh, if you like, that's why I stopped it at 100 to 1,000. I don't think like I spent 1,000, so I'm not one to say that you can't spend a whole bunch of money when you first get into a game. And now I'm, Praetorian level, right? So I think the idea is, did you spend the money because you wanted to support the game? Did you spend the money because you wanted the shiny ships? Did you spend the money because of a mixture of both? Or was there some other reason? Do I have a pirate pack planned? Um, I'll tell you what. You tell me how much the pirate pack should cost, and then I'll do a pirate pack. Because the thing about a pack can cost anywhere from $100 all the way up to $2,000, or all the way up to 48 grand. So it depends on how much you think that pack should cost. I think most people are not buying packs unless they're getting a significant discount, but also I think most people want at least 3 ships out of a pack. So I think that's probably where I would start. I'd probably go, let's see. I think most people are, if they're going to buy a pack, they're probably going to want it with credits. So I would say 500-600 bucks for a pack. That's probably a normal amount for a pack that people will actually buy. If you're getting some of the bigger ships, I could see you going to like 1,500 for like the whale people that want to like consolidate or something, but that's about it. If you built the fleet entirely of starter ships, I would not roast you unless you are on a roast video, because I can find a way to roast anybody. You could buy, if you bought, for instance, let me give you an example, right? If you bought every single ship in Star Citizen, I could roast you. If you only bought one ship in Star Citizen, I could roast you. So it doesn't matter what you have in your fleet. I'll find a way, because if you know the internet, then you know that no matter what you say on the internet, no matter what you do on the internet, there is always somebody who has a comment opposite to whatever you say. So I can find a way. um. Oh, come on, AutoMod. My AutoMod is not doing the thing right. AutoMod, do not do that. Um. Can somebody type the word pimp when you get a chance. Because my auto mod thinks that that's bullying if you use the word pimp. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Folks, AI is not going to take over anytime soon because they can't even tell that pimp can be used colloquially and it's in a title. There we go. Thank you. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Um, I do want to know, I do want some information from people in the chat though. I want to know within your first year of Star Citizen, how much did you spend? So type that if you're okay with it, type it in the chat, or just type a range in the chat. Um, I want to know what you spent in your first year, like your whole first year, because then that covers every event, every major thing. Your first year, not any year, but your very first year. I give no passes for the death brick. I can find issues with the death brick as well. Sorry, Blue 4. What's your favorite bang for your buck ship in the game right now? A ship that punches way over its weight for its price. In the game right now, um, I'm gonna have to save that one for a video because I have to do some research on it. Um, the first one that comes to my mind, because when you say bang for your buck, I think value. Like what am I getting? How much utility am I getting out of this ship, considering how much it costs? And my first thought is the Avenger Titan, because it's what, $60, and it's a ship that you can keep all the way until you earn what, like a Corsair. You can keep that ship long enough to where you make enough money to earn a Corsair or something like that. So that's what I think. Bang for buck, the first ship that pops in my mind is Avenger Titan. But I'll do that's one of my on my list of what my favorite ships are. Um, but I think I'm gonna save that favorite ships list until probably around May, like after Invictus, because I want to see what the Perseus can do, and I think the Perseus will come around Invictus. Or did I say that right? Yeah, Perseus. Yep. Oh, I like that one. 10 least favorite ships. I could do that one. Yep, I'm doing that one. I like that one. Um, Thank you, Gasoline Moth, for the subscription. Much appreciated. Do you need me to test any other swear words? No, only as they pop up. Just speak as normal. Also, let me know how much you would spend on a pack. Like if you were to buy a pack today, let me know how much you would spend as far as cash though, not how much you would spend as far as credits. Like what's the max amount you would spend on a pack that had really good ships in it? Second concierge level after a year. Okay. All right. 600 first year. Okay. $80 first year. See, that's reasonable. We got some reasonable people here. Well, no, if you bought hardware, that we're not going to include. I mean specifically in Star Citizen, for Star Citizen inside the game, how much you spent. Because if we talk hardware, that could be resold and stuff like that. And I think hardware is a little bit different when we're ascertaining value. Yeah, the Avenger Titan is also, I think, at some point going to lose its insurance timer. I don't think it'll. I think it'll be an instant, like an instant insurance claim. Oh, did I skip some? I think I skipped something. Aside from obvious stuff like stable gameplay, what are you hyped for this quarter? Oh man, oh, what am I hyped for this quarter? I want to be able to take vehicles out of my freight elevator. That's what I want to do. I know it seems simple, but I just want to be able to like take my ship out here, go to my freight elevator and bring my vehicle up and then just drive my vehicle onto my ship. I think that is a big one for me. Also, I want much more a much deeper level of being able to decorate my hangar. Um, I think what else? I don't know what else is going to come this quarter though. Um, Probably contested zones, getting some balancing in contested zones because I think I'll be doing those a lot. 250 first year, that's solid. Connie Taurus. I do think the Connie Taurus is definitely in the conversation for best bang for the buck. I think it's a lot of money though to spend, and that's why I can't put it there because a lot of people won't come into the game and be willing to spend 200 bucks, but a lot of people will come into a game ready to spend 60 bucks. Especially if it like comes with the game package and all of that stuff. 140 first year? Okay. PTU does have an update right now. You find it harder to justify a big pack than several small impulse purchases. Actually, that makes sense because a big pack, well, but a big pack could be an impulse purchase. It just would be a large impulse purchase versus the small. Um, I think for me, when I think of like how much money I've spent, I know I've spent it over. I think it's what is it, 9 years now? 3, 5, no, 8 years. It'll be 8 years now. Um, the money I've spent over 8 years, I'm trying to give it some time to like even out now, because like when you spend Praetorian level of money, you tend to need some time in between so that number starts to feel better. But either way, I think the amount of money that you spend, it's really dependent on why you spent it, right? So, like for me, I wanted to support the game, and I think the Pokemon syndrome came later. At first, I was like, "Oh, I think this is going to be a really amazing game. I want to support it, and I can get some ships along the way." So cool. And then I was like, "Okay, I actually want to build a fleet that I can keep and like where these are the ships that I know no matter what, I own these ships and I'll be able to get these ships back, no problems." Um, and I started working on that about 3 years ago. And that was for me. I wanted to have a fleet, and it wasn't based on what everybody else had or anything like that. It was simply like, what do I want to start the game with? And that was my whole reason why I, kept putting money into it. But I also thought, you're saving a lot of money, I think, when you buy ships early that you know you're going to buy anyway. So like if you're buying ships in the beginning, if you're like, okay, I know I want to end up with 10 ships. I know that I want, let's say, a Banu Merchantman and a Carrack. Those are two good examples. If I know those are two ships that I want to purchase and have in my fleet, as in I'm spending real money on them, if I bought those ships 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was 5 years ago, before they upped in price, I could have got both of those ships, especially if I did, war bond upgrades and stuff. I probably could have got both a Carrack and a Banu Merchantman for like $400 total. And I think I did, actually. I think I got mine for 450 or something like that. But now the total price of those ships is what, 1250? I think one is 600 and the other 650. So now they're worth $1,250. So that means you could have spent $400 or less. Some people even spent less than that. $400, and now your ships are worth $1,200. And I think that's going to get even crazier in the future. I think in the future, those ships are going to be even more expensive. And we saw it just this past IAE with the Polaris, and what else was it? The Polaris and the Pioneer. Both went up. The Pioneer went up what? 120 or something like that. The Pioneer went up over $100, and then the Polaris went up 200 and something dollars. So yeah, I think why you have to figure out why. And I said this in my fleet building video, the how to build a fleet video. One of the things you have to do is figure out why you're purchasing ships, and you have to figure that out early on. Are you supporting the game? Are you building your fleet? Are you building a fleet that's just based on the current meta? Are you what are your goals in the game? And that's how you really can justify whatever it is you're doing. And really, your justification only should matter to you. And if you've done the work to figure out exactly why you're spending the money, then there it is. Let's see. Does the pack have an Idris M in it? Which pack? I wouldn't put the Idris M in a pack unless it was specifically so people could get access to the Idris M. So like one of my biggest issues with the Idris M is that you got to buy the Praetorian pack, which is $15,000 to get it. But the Praetorian pack sucks. They need a new Praetorian pack. If they had a different Praetorian pack that was more geared towards like some of the more, like for instance, it had some of the older models of the Hornet in there, which doesn't make sense anymore. So I think they just need somebody to go in and update all the packs and just make them more like relevant to the last 2 or 3 years. And I think if they did that, they'd sell a lot more packs. And I also think they need to upgrade the amount of discounts that they put in those packs. But if I was going to build an Idris M pack, it would have to be something that's geared towards everything you would need to put in it. So I think if I built an Idris M, it would be, the Idris M would be in it, and then it would be a bunch of ships that can fit inside of the Idris M, and then it would be one other ship that's either meant to support or that the Idris M could support, right? So, like a Hull C or something like that, and you could just have different variants of it, right? So like, I would have an Idris M and like a Hull, since that's a very big ship, I'd probably have a Hull D or something. So then it comes with the ship that you want, and then the ship that this ship should be protecting. And then it would probably have like, F7C, Hornet Mark II, F8Cs in there, Guardians, whatever, like ships that are meant to like protect, Furies, stuff like that. But again, the idea for a pack like that, it's really just a way to get people to spend money on the game that really want that Idris M. And I just don't think that they did it the right way. If it was me, what I would have done is I would have put the Idris M in a $5,000 pack. Yeah, even in their 7,000, they have that Dominus pack for 7,000 something. They could even made that the Idris M. And I guarantee you there's people that would have bought it. I would have considered it. at that price. I wouldn't have spent 7,000 on it, but I would have melted enough ships to where I could get that ship. So I'm just waiting on CIG to do some more updated packs or to call me and I will do it. I will do it. You know, I don't charge that much, CIG. I'm fair. I'm a fair wage guy. You know. Um, but yeah, just give me a call, CIG. You know, I got you. I'll put them all together for you. Just give me like, give me like, give me a week. I'll knock them all out in a week. I'll knock them all out in a week. Don't even worry about it. Okay, concierge first year, second level concierge, 18 months. Okay, I like it. 3,000, but $10 at a time. Hey, however you get there. So, okay, you just answered your own question, Pyrel. You said, I don't think a pack can ever be justifiable to me. The CCU game saves so much, and the packs have too many issues like melting or splitting. If they allowed you to split a pack, maybe they only allow you to do it once, then that solves that issue. And then two, if they gave better discounts that you could still achieve through the CCU game, but discounts that rivaled the CCU game. So for instance, if they gave you, you know, $5,000 worth of ships, right? But they gave it to you for $4,000, you're saving $1,000 by buying the $4,000 pack. Now, they would probably make that a war bond purchase, so you have to buy it for $4,000, but you're immediately saving $1,000, right? That is 20% savings. So if you want an absolute 20% savings, like right off the top, you buy that pack. Now, if they're making that a war bond pack, they're saying you get it for, you know, you get this massive discount, but you have to spend the money. But then they could say, all right, non-war bond, it's, you know, 4,400, right? And now you're saving $600 or something like that. I think the discount should actually be 30% if you're doing a pack, because I think that's, I also think the discount should grow as the amount included in the pack grows. So you can do 20% for like some like cheaper packs, like, you know, the $500 to $1,000 range, or you could even say $1,500. You can do 20%, and then once you get above $1,500, I would say that's when you got to go to 25% until you get to like 2,500, and then you got to do 30% for everything above that. If I'm gonna spend $2,500 cash on your game, I should be getting at least a 1/3 discount, and then, you know, you'll get people buying a lot more packs. But I definitely get you. Like, most packs are not justifiable, but there are some low level packs. For instance, the Pulse. There was a Pulse double pack. I bought that. There was a triple pack for the, what were those ships? The oh my goodness, what were those ships? It was the RC bikes. The what are those called? I can't remember what the bikes are called, but the bikes with the actual wheels on them that are not hover bikes. Those, there was a triple pack for those, and I think that was worth it. I think the very cheap packs are still justifiable because they're giving you multiple Ranger. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. So I think very cheap packs are worth it because you get multiple LTI tokens. However, I think you can buy any pack you want as long as you have a plan and as long as you're justifying it with your plan, because there are some ways that you can, there's certain ships that you can only get with LTI if you buy it in a pack, like the 890 jump and the Idris M. You can't even purchase the Idris M unless you get it in a pack. And then the 890 jump, you can't get it with LTI unless you purchase it in a pack. So there's your thing there. And I think there is an 890 jump pack that I probably should have purchased at some point, but I just don't. I can wait on the 890 jump. I can wait for a 700 series to pop up. I am glad my fleet video helped. You asked how much would we spend on a pack. I would spend more if it has the Idris M. Probably spend 1,500 on a pack. With an Idris M, probably 3,500. Yes, and I think that's the thing that CIG is not quite aware of yet is that if they gave more hefty discounts, because they're already giving the discounts with the CCU game anyway. They're just making you work a little bit more for it. But you could just cut out the middleman and say, hey, do you want to save 30% on your ships? Which is generally how much we tell people if you're playing the CCU game, you want to save at least 30%, right? So you could just cut out the middleman. No CCU game, just here's $5,000 or $6,000 worth of ships for $4,000. Boom, there you go. You don't have to play any CCU games. You've already saved a bunch of money, and if you don't like any of these ships, you can always upgrade and still play the CCU game. Now you can't break the pack, but if maybe they allowed you to break each pack one time, as in, you better save up which things you want to break and then do it all at once because you're only going to get to break it once. And then it is stuck forever and you'll have to melt the whole pack. But that shouldn't matter as much anyway because if you're buying a pack and you do the research before you buy the pack, I think you'll be all right. Gladius with the Idris M, I can see that. I do have a video in the works for every loop, best fleet for every loop. So we'll do that too. And we'll try to keep these fleets. What did I say was my an amount that was decent? I'll probably do a $600 pack for that. The $600 pack normally allows you to get everything. You spend $600 and you can pretty much get one of every ship inside, a profession. I mean, not one of every ship, but you can get at least one major ship from each profession if you have $600. But maybe I shouldn't keep it to a price. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it to 1,000 and then just be like, maybe it'll be like the concierge pack. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do concierge pack. We'll do a concierge pack for every game loop. And that would be for every dedicated game loop. So that would be $1,000, and then we'll go from like first ship that you should purchase all the way to the last ship. What's up, Citizen Ninja? What's up, Samortis? What's up, Star? Oh, yeah. Perilium, you said 30%? Yeah, you can save 50% if you're patient. Absolutely. Absolutely. I say 30% is the minimum. 30% is the minimum that people should be going for. Like, you should definitely, if you're going to say, I'm going to cash in my chain, 30% is the minimum that you should be cashing it in for. But 50% absolutely is the goal. There's people that have done 70, 80, 80%. I think somebody got a Polaris for 120. So, yeah. And so that's creeping up on 90% savings. So, yeah, it depends on how you go about it. I see some questions about the um, the store credit thing. First, I'll drop a link here. All right, so there's the discount coupons thing. If you want to go read it yourself, but from my experience, I have used store credit and used a subscriber coupon. So for me, what I did was I put everything in the cart. I put the code in, and then it took that amount off, and then I put the amount of credits I wanted to use, and that amount stayed off. So I don't think it cares whether you're using store credit or not. I think it takes it off the total amount of the purchase. I do like that video idea, Blue Four, about the gameplay loop. However, if we have the same ships and everything, I do think that could work. But I'm waiting on that type of video. The more active videos with in-game content, that's going to be a whole thing in and of itself because I have to get a crew of people that want to consistently do that. I do know a few people, but I want to get more people that are consistent with their playing before I do that. A themed fleet challenge, medical or pirate fleet for $200. Well, you guys are definitely gonna want to check out. You all are definitely gonna want to check out my next video. My next video is going to be a best fleet video for every price bracket, and yeah, it covers a lot of bases. So, Billionaire Ninja sponsored racing team? No, not unless I become a millionaire. As far as like real world money, that's the only way I'm gonna sponsor a racing team. I don't like racing enough uh, to do that. Like without being a very, 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 very wealthy person in real life. Oh man. All right, folks. This was only supposed to be a 1 hour stream. I'm doing a whole lot extra. But we're having fun, you know? But let's find somebody to raid and drop your last questions, and I will speed through those questions. Let's see. Who are we going to raid? Let's do this. Not a whole lot of people playing Star Citizen right now. All right, we're gonna do Beardy Pixels. All right. All right, folks. I don't see a whole lot of questions in there. So we're just going to go ahead and do our raid. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Get used to this is the return of the streams. We're going to attempt to try to stream every day. I can't promise every day. But again, we're going to keep our schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at the very least. So make sure Monday you come at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and Saturday at 7:30 Eastern Time. All right. Beardy Pixels is definitely intended for a mature audience, so make sure that you know that as we do our raid. Again, shout out to everybody who watched, especially the dual streamers. I will see you in the next one. Peace.